11th pick, the Miami Dolphins select
Hey, what's up? This linebacker class is loaded, and the Dolphins might need one pretty soon. There's some buzz building around maybe a possible Jordyn Brooks trade, and if that happens, Miami's going to have to seriously address that position. So we're diving into the linebacker class, and good news, very good class. So we're going to break down the scouting reports. We got the player cards, and then, of course, the best part, we're going to put it all together in a full 7-round mock draft. Let's dive into the war room. As always, my co-host, co-pilot, Mr. Jason Sarney. How are you, sir?
Doing well, George. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Happy Thursday night. And yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We have a little new monkey wrench we're going to throw in this one.
And I got a strong statement on this linebacker class as far as it's going to come to my big board. We'll get to that. So I don't even think I told Jason about that. So let's get into it. Let's start here. I know we're going to talk about Brooks in the draft, but let's actually talk about some news and notes, and a guy we actually signed, and that's Rodney Harrison Jr. Interesting player, came into the league as a safety, but over time he turned in kind of this sub-package guy, 6'3", 214 pounds. What I remember of him, physical guy. I looked at some of his stats. I mean, he's had over 270 tackles, 8.5 sacks, a handful of picks, even a couple of defensive touchdowns. So now he's heading to the Dolphins, and he kind of, Jason, fits into this a hybrid defender now that Jeff Hafley's looking for that can do a little bit of everything. And that's what makes it interesting when you look at this draft class, because there's guys in this draft class we're going to talk about later, like a Kyle Lewis, who are in that same mold, safety, linebacker, tweener, can run, can hit and play in space. So you're starting to see it more, the value and the versatility, what they like, Jason.
Absolutely. The versatility, the tweener, the hybrid, as you mentioned, that is going to be one of Hafley's calling cards. There are several players, not just linebackers, but guys who could do multiple things, that are in this draft that we're going to really just, again, what we've been doing is really trying to guess or jump into the mindset of Sullivan and Hafley, because, I feel like we know a little bit more of what Hafley's scheme and tendencies are versus how Sullivan is going to handle his first draft as a GM. We could use the Green Bay model a little bit, but he might want to come in and do his own thing, and no one knows what his own thing is because he has not run a draft room just yet. So we're going to try to jump into the minds of both new head coach, new GM.
Yeah, it is a different animal. That, you go from system manager to manager. It's a different animal. Just think about it and more to everyday life. We don't know what he's going to do. That's why we love playing out these scenarios, because guess what, guys? In that war room, they are doing the same thing. They're playing out different scenarios. They go over mock drafts all the time, so they're ready. And that's kind of what we're doing here and what we're doing with you guys. So, yeah, Rodney Harrison, they brought him in. Again, another one-year deal. I thought I saw who tweeted out we had 41 minimum deals, and the next team has like 31. This doesn't affect the draft. It's putting cast in a wide net to have depth everywhere to keep you flexible for the draft. So, shout out to the chat, Lo-Fi, Sin Blue, Robert, Billy Shaw, retiring. What's up, guys? Welcome. Share the broadcast. Come on over, join us on YouTube here. Again, get us to our goal of 3,000. We're going to give away hats, Dolphin draft caps, Finn's Faithful hats. So we appreciate you guys. All right, let's jump into some other news, more draft related. Top 30 visits, Jason. I think there's always interesting. And before we get into it, I want to say, don't take just because they didn't meet a guy doesn't mean they're going to draft them. Jason, you would probably agree. A lot of the times, it's either their local kids that don't even count as a visit, or they actually are trying to put the set off somewhere else. A lot of the times, it's a game. So let me bring up your thoughts while I bring it up on the top 30 visits. How much relevance should we put into that?
A little bit. I mean, it's obviously smoke and mirror season. It's the time to, I guess, play that bluff. Or look, if there's top prospects that they already love, there might not even be a need to bring them in and burn a top 30 visit. Maybe you want to get a couple of those visits to ask some questions or evaluate a little bit more. But as you mentioned, there could be some misdirection. There could be some gamesmanship going on here. So take a little bit with a grain of salt. Doesn't mean that if someone is meeting for a 30 visit that they're 100% going to be picked. And obviously, if someone is not on the list for a visit, it doesn't mean that they are off the Dolphins' radar.
Correct.
So gamesmanship is part of it right now.
I saw somebody in the chat mention one guy who's Devin Moore. So he's one. It's not updated. There's some others today. That's up. Zion Young looks like he's meeting apparently with the Dolphins. Devin Moore, which two names we love and we'll be happy about. But let me pull up the graphic here. So here's some of the names that per Ryan Fowler, AJ Halsey, Kaden McDaniel, Jordan Hudson, day 3 receiver Ruben Bain Jr. Obviously, Casey Concepcion's an interesting one. Ted Hurst, cross our fingers, we love that guy. Mansour Delane, Makai Lemon. Halsey jumps off the list to me, Jason. You could probably follow up on that, but he's different. You know why I like Halsey? The more you look into him, is a lot of these safeties in this class are like that nickel coverage guy, like the Bud Clarks and even the Kilgores. But he's a true kind of thumper, strong safety. He's over 220 pounds. Guy looks like a linebacker. He's got that nice blend. He can come downhill and thump, but also can create turnovers. And you can trust him. He's not just in the box. He can play. He's got the ball skills. So he's one of those rare guys, I think, in this class that's a little different. So it might make his value higher. You probably, as it looks like it now today, Jason, probably got to take him at 43, and you'd love if he's there at 75. But Halsey stands out to me. Does he stand out? Anybody else on these top 30 visits?
Well, Halsey, his ability to, play zone, cover and zone, and also be that nickel guy. I think he's coming off of a really strong combine as well. Guys, Ted Hurst is obviously a guy that we love for sure. Mansour Delane, obviously, one of those guys you could really think about falling, and they have to consider at 11. Another guy they met with, or rumor is 6'9" swing tackle, Travis Burke. He played left or right side, from Memphis. And hey, what's that size and speed quote? Size don't get small, but fast gets small. Travis Burke fits in that size mold. 6'9", and the ability to play both sides of the tackle spot.
Tony Shaw. Tony, what's up? He says Green Bay has traditionally drafted the players. Yeah, I haven't looked into that. Maybe so. If that's the case, could be. I mean, all these names we talked about. Kaden McDaniels, Casey Concepcion. We have this theory on the receivers, the type of receivers are going to draft, but he's about 6 foot. He's kind of a little bit like a slower version of Jalen Waddle.
He's 6 foot with cleats.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a little. He's a hair under.
He's kind of a little bit of a Jalen Waddle, bigger Jalen Waddle, but not as fast. He's kind of, he's tremendous dynamic player after the catch and in the slot outside. And one of the things I want to say about like the Antonio Williams type receivers of the world, who we also I think we met with, Jackson Smith-Njigba and those guys, and Amon St. Brown. They've changed the way these inside-outside receivers are looked at and the value. So you got to keep that in mind. But, yeah, I think and you see Lemon on the bottom there. So I think it's interesting. But Halsey, to me, clearly is the one. You got to get him at 43, right? Unless we pick up another pick between 43 and 75, which would be great.
Let's call it he's a top 50 player. So if he falls outside of the top 50, it would be quite a shock.
Private workouts on the pro days. I read today Jake Golday, their coach, their linebacker coach, also ran them through some linebacker drills. I love me some Jake Golday. Anthony Hill Jr., who we'll talk about today, Trey Moore, Wade Woodaz, the linebacker from Clemson, Denzel Boston, Jalen Kilgore, who we'd all be happy with, and Andrew Fuller. Shout out to Tony Pauline, Justin Mello for all those names. Any of those guys you like? I know Kilgore's a big guy, and we'll talk about Hill later. But Kilgore's a guy we both like.
100%. And listen, prior to the Jalen Waddle trade, I was all about you need a tall receiver. After the Jalen Waddle trade, I still want a tall receiver, but I'm open to doubling up there and getting someone who is almost like a Waddle. But Denzel Boston, he's like 6'4". He could really be that red zone threat, go up and get it 50-50 balls. So Boston, I feel I've seen him anywhere from like 20 to like 38. You know what I mean? So he's an interesting player, but Boston certainly on the radar.
Yeah, it's funny. I think Boston's being slept on a little bit. He's kind of had that people, it's like we had too much time to think, and you started thinking too much about a player. You just put on the tape. I mean, he didn't run. I always get worried about guys who don't run. They say fast guys run, slow guys don't. But Boston, you just put on the tape like there's no 50-50. It's 90-10. It's his. He's a big physical, like he's just a tremendous wide receiver on film. The separation ability, look, you get worried about the Keon Coleman stuff, right? Like, can he separate? But he's bigger than Coleman. He's legit 6'3", 6'4". Like at 30, if they did that, probably wouldn't be my favorite pick, but that's where he's going to go. Like if Keon Coleman went there, that's where Denzel Boston probably goes around that range, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, if the Dolphins want Boston, they're going to have to get him at 30, or you know what? You never know what trade scenarios, but I do not see him lasting until 43. As I mentioned, I've seen him in like the mid to late 30s, but I don't think he gets further than that, frankly.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right. And there was some, I had another one where there was some combine informal guys back to the combine. So I saw this. So McCoy, I mentioned Williams. Kendrick Falk, you wouldn't mind that, Mr. Jason.
I'm jumping in here again. And again, I hear what people are saying. I'm not saying draft him at
30.
I'm not. I do. So a team's going to take him. Yes. Okay. And I think prior to 30. But if he's sitting there at 30, and of course, Ruben Bain didn't fall to 11. If they went to an offensive line or a defensive back or another position, this kid is huge. He is a run-dominant force. I'm not guaranteeing that he can't learn and get a better bag of pass moves. If you watch him, he's gotten close. I know Dolphin fans, we hate guys who get close. We need guys who get home for sacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't – I feel like it's easier to get a couple of extra sacks during a season and maybe learn some better moves as opposed to learning how to appropriately set the edge and be a dominant run defender. So I think that he is exactly what these guys in Green Bay love. I think Sullivan and Hafley will love him. But again, it's too early at 11. I agree with everyone on that. If they move back into the late teens, early 20s, he's in play. But if he's sitting there at 30, stop worrying about sack production in college. Look what he's done for his teammates. Look what he's done against the run. He will be 21 at the start of the season. And he's a great, terrific kid. So I honestly think that this is a guy who could make a football defensive line in the pros very, very formidable, and he can move around the line. There's versatility there.
Tony says they can't do it in college. They won't do it in the pros.
It's not the word can't. It's not like he can't do it.
What's the Vikings edge rusher, the really good one? No sack production in college and is a beast in the NFL. If anybody in the chat, he plays for the Vikings. He's a big-time edge rusher. Daryl Hunter. Look up Daryl Hunter, I believe, sack total. So, yeah. It can happen. These guys are young; they're 20. But I understand your point, Tony. That there is a rule of thumb of that, but it can. But I want to say something about defensive ends in general in this class. I said it on that last show, and this is more to Jason's point. Daniel Hunter, yes. If you can get, I'm tired of hearing guys not a double-digit sack guy. If you get a 6 to 8 sack guy who helps your defense is really good and sets the edge and run defense and helps your defense, you win with that. You have to have more than that. But if you get that, that's a tremendous value, right? Everybody wants a 10, 12, 15 sack guy. Guess what? Those guys usually picked at the top and they don't go on trees. If you get it, there's a bunch of I want to give this message, Jason. I know you want to go. In this draft, get used to this. You need to learn to hit doubles in this draft. There's really good football players. And I'm going to tell you, even on this linebacker, even the top linebacker we're going to talk today, these guys at the top, they have holes in their game. All of them. This draft, there's not a lot of surefire blue chip guys. And believe me, I'm doing my board. And even the Sonny Styles, the Orville Reeses, there's holes in their game, right? They're not perfect. So go ahead, Jason. I'm just saying really good football players doubles in this draft.
When you're searching around Twitter and you're looking at some pass rushers that the Dolphins have had, they can't set the edge. They can't stop the run. Well, you know what? It's very hard to have a guy who's dominant against the run who's going to be a 12 sack guy. And that's a top 3, top 5 draft pick, you know? But Falk, I think, I hate to beat a dead horse here with a stick here, but he's just a hell of a football player. So don't say, 3.5 sacks, he stinks. That's the wrong outlook. He is also a guy that could help bring on double teams to help a guy on the opposite end of the line or in the middle of the line get a sack. You know what I mean? A pressure can maybe help. Look, 6'5", put his hands up. You don't get the sack, put your hands up, become a Calais Campbell, a batted ball on the line of scrimmage. That's what Calais Campbell was freaking amazing with. Same thing as like a guy like Emmanuel Ogbah. You don't always have to get to the quarterback to make an impact on a play.
A great edge runners running. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get a 15-sack guy and a great edge defender, you're looking at a Hall of Famer. And you got Myles Garrett. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, ideally, a 15-sack guy is harder to find, and those guys are wearing gold jackets if they do it consistently. And what's important is getting to the quarterback, but it's underrated. And it's not just Kedrick Falk in this draft. Giacchis, Zion Young. These are big, long, physical edge. And the one thing you mentioned, I talked about it, we've talked about it. He's 270, 275. He's a young kid. At 24, would say he's not 295 and playing like Calais Campbell. And then imagine his pass rush value from a 30 tech inside versus an edge rusher. Then you look at it different. Then 6, 7, 8 sacks are different coming from the inside. So, that's
1,000%.
That's kind of our. So where were we? Let's get in now to. All right. So we got to the top 30 visits. We talked about Falk and all those guys who are visiting. Let's get into the rumors here. Let's get into some of the juicy rumors. And shout out to the chat. You guys are lively again. Guys, make sure you're joining us. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Get it. We're almost there. We're only about a little over 300 away from 3,000. Get us there. We want to give away these draft caps. We want to give away a Dolphins official draft cap. So thanks for the support, guys. Share the broadcast. Come over here on YouTube. Ask your questions. We'll try our best to answer them. Yeah, Fox, get it. Any chance Big Ray falls to 11? Ray. Who am I missing? Who's Big Ray? George, the two guys I want you to pay attention to is Lander Barton and linebacker from Oklahoma. We'll get to all that. We'll get there. All right. Only blue chip players, Caleb Downs. Fair. And some people are putting holes in this game too. So, all right. So, Brooks, we talked about – this is where it gets interesting, right? The situation, the buzz around Jordyn Brooks. We've talked about it. I'll give you my opinion on it, Jason. You can go, and then we kind of figure out, what we would do there. Look, he's 28 years old, right? And remember the contracts they kind of messed with to free up cap space with HN and Brewer. So that tells you that those guys would be the first two in line probably to get an extension, right? They didn't do it with Brooks. Now, could be nothing, but he's 28. He'll be 29 during the season. By the time this team's actually really good and ready to compete again, you're talking about a 30-year-old player at that position. And we'll get into more tonight, the guys we like here in the draft. But I know some people are saying, oh, can we get a second-round pick for Brooks? No, I don't see that. To me, the conversation probably starts, if you're not trading up or trading down, a third-round pick and a fifth, right? But the bigger point is stack the picks. Let this front office, let John Eric Sullivan reshape this roster, because the real question is, do you want a big chunk of the cap? I know we're going to have a lot of cap money next year. Do you want it on Jordyn Brooks? Or do you want to get younger and cheaper there? Especially, we know the dead money coming up over the next couple of years. And to me, it makes more sense to collect the picks, get younger at the position, reset. Look, Brooks is very good. All right? He's very good. Don't get me wrong. But zoom out for a second. I told you this numerous times, Jason. I might get killed for this. I think we evaluate our own players in a vacuum. I think he's good, but probably not as good as the perceptions that's out there. So, to me, get the value if you can. He's the only one besides HN that you could deal and maybe get something to move in this draft. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, if Jalen Waddle said that he wanted to get out of Miami. We learned that a couple of days ago. So if Waddle was traded, I think that Brooks can be traded, absolutely. And to tell you the truth, if they trade him out, you're saving about $2.5 million on a cap. You can get probably an extra pick, and we're going to maybe toy around with that in a little bit and see what it may look like.
We might be on the phone.
We might be on the fictitious phone here in 25 minutes in the war room here. But look, I mean, no one has staples to their feet on the ground in South Florida right now. If you're a Miami Dolphin player, anything is on the table.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but that's the exception to the rule. Bobby Wagner is an exception to the rule, right? At 35, a linebacker getting that many, that's an exception to the rule. And you got to know where we're at now as an organization too. It's different, right? We're not, a Super Bowl contending team. But I get it. Go ahead, Jason.
No, I think you said it. And I think that a phone call to inquire if a team is interested in Brooks, an incoming call to see what is needed for Brooks is very much in play. Will a trigger be pulled? We'll see. But again, with 7 top 94 picks, if you can get, one of those picks moved up a little bit, if you can get an extra pick in the top 100, let's see what happens. They also maybe can get back into a later round on top of things.
There's a sweet spot we'd like to get into. Let's just that me and Jason discussed. There's a sweet spot if we can. We might try to get into.
Let's touch on Anthony's comment, and I don't think there's a disagreement here. I think that there is an agreement that we can fictitiously make a phone call and see if there's a team that's willing to do something.
Yeah.
George and I were talking earlier about our show and planning on what we might do for this mock draft, and you're not out of our complete mindset, Anthony. There might be another team that we might be calling
another linebacker.
We might be calling that. Exactly, but you're barking up the right tree, Anthony.
The Cowboys are willing to give up the first.
I don't know if they're going to give up.
If they're going to give me 24th, I'll tell you what. Jason will fly down here and meet me, and we will pack and drive him to the airport. If they're going to give us a first and a fourth.
I mean,
that deal would be done already. If that was
do not. I'll tell you what. Right now, in the world of realism, in fictitious
mock drafts,
that ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
Ain't
happening. I would
love it. If it was on the table,
it'd be done.
Eat that all day and take it.
Yeah, you'd be seeing the bottom line on ESPN. Jordyn Brooks traded.
Swapping picks would be more realistic. Retiring, absolutely. Now that again, we're jumping a little ahead. We're jumping a little ahead. But I like the mindset here.
Retiring's on here. We got a couple. We got a couple of things where we might be working with.
And just keep in mind, going from 30 to 20, that is substantial in terms of what the value would be. So maybe a little bit later in the process, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. All right. So sources from Madden. All right. So yeah, we both agree. Look, I just think he's probably, if Sealer or him, if you don't want to touch the running back, Sealer or him, only guys. Brooks probably has the most. His value is never going to be higher. What are we doing here? He's going to be 30. Like he's, it's another position where you can replace in this draft or even next year's draft. I just think it'd be the right move if you can do it. And what are you saving, Jason? 2.6, you said, million on
approximately. Just call it 2.5.
Are you boys out on tights? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We answered that. I'll tell you what, though. I do. This Ty Simpson talk is interesting. I did. You guys check out a video. Go to the video section. I have 3 videos up. Thieneman, Simpson, and Fano. Like, I do like Ty Simpson. I think he's better than people are giving him credit for. But, yeah. Now, if a team wants to move up and give us a haul to get in that 30 to get that 5th year, that's a different story, right? So, yeah. So, Robert, yes.
And one last thing to touch on with Sealer. Yeah. I don't think Sealer's a trade prior to the draft or prior to June 1st because you're not saving money.
Yeah.
Okay? What I think, and look, I love me some Zach Sealer. He is the leader of this team. He is the elder statesman. But what I think and what the play would be for Sealer is if they're 0-5, 1-4, you ship him off next year before the trade deadline, you get some 2027 capital, and you give him an opportunity to go win a playoff game. You know what I mean? But that's when you might have a fiscally better chance of getting some money back, getting some compensation back, as opposed to doing it in the next couple of weeks or months.
Yeah, having talent on the quarterback, we have to find a quarterback. I agree with you. Malik's the start of it, and I think they should take a shot in this draft too. But this draft where it's good at, there's so many needs they have. It's not a great quarterback draft. You already got Malik. Take a shot in day 3. Next year, evaluate the position, and you can take your position, maybe to take your shot for a deep, deep quarterback draft. So
fully agree.
But we got to be careful because we said this quarterback class was going to be deep last year, and then we threw, with the whole NIL thing, it changes things. But yeah, I agree with you though, and I believe this is one of the things with this regime is they're going to take shots. They're going to take lotto tickets. It's been the biggest problem in the organization is their inability to have competition and take swings at that position. So we totally agree, Josh. Shout out to Josh. How's it going, gentlemen? Late, no problem, Jordyn. We're doing
You're
good.
late, Jordyn. No, I'm just
How
kidding.
dare you, man?
I'm just kidding. You're our guy, Jordyn. We love you.
Yeah. All right. So you ready to get into some prospect cards, talk to linebackers, or what?
Best cards in the business, man. Let's go, Jordyn. I know you work hard
tell you
on it.
what. You know I love linebacker group, and I absolutely love. While I'm pulling that up, Jason, your thoughts overall? Do you like this linebacker class overall? To me,
It's top heavy.
It's
top heavy. I mean, there's a drop off after the top like 7 or 8 for sure. But I know this is as much as I love like my receivers. You know, you love the linebacker, so I'm going to let you drive this right now.
Yeah.
But there is a drop off after
all right.
the top.
Yeah, and during this process, I'm going to tell you maybe a shocking thing. It'll give you insight to my board too. All right, let's pull it up here. Let's bring up the linebackers here. Give me 1 second. All right. So no shocker here. It's not necessarily in order, right? But more or less maybe where you guys think might be taken, but it's not in order. I just got off work. Love you guys. No problem. All right. I'm going to start with the top here, and the top of the class, Sonny Styles. I mean, the tools jump out you right away. He's probably best as a will linebacker. And by the way, I'm going to mention the word will, Mike, just real quick, simple. Will is a speed linebacker, spies the quarterback, chases pursuits on the weak side. Then you have the strong side, the Sam linebacker, which is really going downhill nowadays. Not as with all this nickel stuff, not to utilize as much, but they're usually the better tacklers, the guys that line up over the tight end, better pass rushers. And then you got your Mike, who's the traditional middle linebacker, the captain, the run defender, the communicator. And then you get the Hall of Famers who can do it all: cover, tackle, blitz in the middle. So Will's weak side, Mike is middle, Sam is strong side. So we'll try to keep it as simple as that. But I always like to explain that stuff. So when we get into Sonny Styles here, look, as I said, the tools jump out. He's a will linebacker, probably the best, but his value is going to be as a hybrid, like a nickel type. Halfley would love this guy just because how well he moves in space. You see the length, the size, the speed. I mean, look at his combine, 43.5-inch vertical, 4.46 at 6'5", 240 plus. But he's new at the position. So the strength and the consistency, power teams might be able to get to him. But honestly, it's the theme, like I mentioned earlier with this class, is even the top guys have some holes. So with Styles, though, the upside is different. The size speed combo is not normal. I'd be surprised if he gets to 11. I think he has a chance to go in the top 5, Jason.
I agree. I don't think he's going to be available at 11 for the Dolphin team. If he is, you got to consider it. He's got a little bit of that safety in him. He could, cover tight ends. He's massively athletic, as we saw in the combine. I don't think he gets by number 5. So we have to talk about him, but yes. I've already said goodbye in my mind to the potential of drafting him. He just won't be there.
Yeah, but it's funny, though. Jamie Eisner said somebody's got to fall, though. You know what I mean?
Someone's got to fall, but
I'm going to give you a name that it might be. It might actually be Caleb Downs. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. There's a good chance that a Buckeye might fall.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be Styles.
Yeah. I think if one of the kids there, you don't move off that pick if one of the kids are there. All right. So, yeah. Top guy at the position, tremendous athlete. Would fit like a glove. I think Dolphins probably run to the podium if he's there at number 11. All right, next guy. C.J. Allen. So, Sarni, this is where it's going to get controversial to me, and I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, but Allen is your true Mike linebacker, middle linebacker, inside guy. He's built for that. Really strong against the run. He's smart. You see it when you watch him. You can tell he's played a lot of football. It's in the SEC. He's probably going to be a future team captain. I like watching him too is the ability to take on blocks. He holds his ankle really strong. And that's what stands out. You can trust him. The only thing for me, and it bothered me, and I kept watching, he looks real stiff. Especially when it flips, and it bothered me, right? So that limits his ceiling for me. There's some limitations. For me, I'll talk about Rodriguez and Hill Jr. They might be rated higher for me. I'll get to that. But they're just more fluid athletes, but Allen's solid. I think the other guys might give you more upside, but solid, smart, tough. I'm just not as high on him as the rest of the league or draft pundits, or we'll see what the league thinks of him, Jason.
That's fair. I mean, I love his ability in the run. This guy improved every year that he was in college, really kind of across the board with
Yeah.
production. So, he's definitely a 100+ tackle guy. So I like him, but it would be interesting to see where he falls. Probably a back end of the first round guy.
Not for me, Sonny. That's a preview. Not for me. I know I'm going to get a little hard heat for it, but we'll get to that.
Oh, hey.
All right. So, we love Allen. And guys, in the chat, if you guys have any opinions on each of these players, that we'll pull up your comments. All right. So, I agree. I'd say probably right now everybody looks at him that 20 to 35 range. We'll see. We'll see what happens on draft night. All right. So, all right, man.
Speed, man. You want speed.
Speed, versatility. This guy, to me, impact right away. See, him and Rodriguez have builds of a will linebacker, but they're Mikes. They are instinctual playmakers. This guy jumps out on tape. He plays downhill with violence. This guy's always around the ball. He's like hitting something constantly, but it's not just that, man. He's a 3-down linebacker. So let's say you move off Brooks, this guy's a legit 3-down linebacker, maybe more than anybody in this draft. Sideline to sideline range that shows up on film over and over again. And there's pass rush ability there too. You can bring him off the edge. He's got a little bend there. He finishes. He had 17 career sacks, Jason. That's not normal for a linebacker. Then you look at the production, 8 forced fumbles, big plays. He's a top 40, top 50 player easily for me. And he's one of the most complete linebackers in this class, Jason. I love him.
Oh, no, he's fantastic. You mentioned the speed, sideline to sideline ability. He had 16 and a half tackles for loss in 2024. I think he's a 43rd range kind of guy. If you want to look at that area for the Dolphins, absolutely. You're not going to see him at the 75 pick.
He could go even higher than that, Sonny, actually.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Absolutely. But he plays with that kind of physicality, intensity, and demeanor that I think Hafley and Sullivan are trying to build now in Miami.
Shout out to the chat. Joins. Housley's coming in. We talked about Hill will be great with great. Hill will be with NFL coaching will be great. I agree. I think he comes in and starts day one immediately. All right, so now I'm gonna have to dance a little bit because this guy right here, So let me. I don't know if you want to play the violin, Sonny, or what do you want to do, but
it's not playing the violin. It's banging the damn drum.
Yeah, he's a stocky, again, undersized, but he's a Mike linebacker. The same. His instincts. I love linebackers with instincts. That's his game. He's one of those guys I told you sees it before everybody else. You watch him, and it feels like he's playing a couple steps ahead of everybody pre-snap. He already knows what's coming. The awareness. He kind of reminds me of the feeling I had with Schlesinger last year. Not quite. I think Schlesinger had a little more upside, but pretty close. Same style. What I loved about Schlesinger was he had the athleticism to match the instincts. And then you look at the production. It backs everything up. 13 forced fumbles, 6 interceptions, 5 fumbles. He just finds the ball. That's really the thing with him. He's just always around it. Like he's always – Senior Bowl, he did the same thing. He's not the biggest guy, but with the intelligence, the timing, the playmaking, this guy's a legit impact player. I got him in that – he's a top 50 player in this class for me. And, again, I'm working on the board. And I'll be honest, I just love him as a player. And I just want to say a former undersized, instinctive Texas Tech linebacker feels like, Mr. Sarney, we've heard that before.
We've heard that before, but we ain't going to see it again. All right.
Yeah, no. But
another Zach Thomas is not walking into this team, but it's nice to have someone who you could, if the knock on a Texas Tech linebacker is that he's undersized, obviously the first name you come to mind is Zach Thomas. But Jacob Rodriguez, I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, I could be wrong, but this guy is what you want. And you mentioned the ball production skills and forcing turnovers. The Dolphins need to force some turnovers and to have a guy who has that kind of motor, leadership. He knows, both sides of the ball from playing offense, back in the day. So smart player, good player, top 50 pick for sure.
Yeah. So, and he tested well. He backed it up. Short, 4.57, 38.5 vertical, 1.6 split, like 10-yard split. He tested well. Like you watch his film, but it's nice to see, wow, those athletic plays, it shows up on testing. You know what I mean? So that's great. So now shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Make sure you're liking.
54, Robert, will be retired with 99 next. Those two numbers have been held.
We'll give him another number.
They got to retire those numbers.
He can have 10 now, right? Like
if he wants it, it's available.
Yeah. I don't think Olindo Mari's not here anymore. So.
Neither is Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, yeah. I went to Olindo Mari. Wow. I'm sold. Unretired 54.
No.
Yeah. So we love Zach, but if he's half of what Zach is, that'd be. I'm just saying it's funny. He's got those kind of instincts, though. Like what I'm saying. And he's a Texas Tech guy, but nothing to do with George is going to cry when we pass him at 43. I don't know.
I think, yeah.
I'll cry when he's playing really well in the league in 5 years. That's what I think when I'll cry. But
Schlesinger tears.
Yeah, Schlesinger tears. But here's and thank you guys in the chat. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to give away the hats. I keep saying it because I want to give them away. Let's get to 3,000. All right. So here's what look, I'm going to say this. I'm working on the top 100, Jason. I actually got through like 40 or 50, but it's got to change. I know everyone's got CJ Allen right behind Sonny Styles. I don't. And look, I respect Allen. He's a captain, SEC guy, productive, all that good stuff. Again, when I watch him, the stiffness bothers me. I don't see the same range or looseness. When my board drops, I'm going to have Anthony Hill Jr. and Jacob Rodriguez ahead of him. I'm saying it now. So, okay. And it's what it is. And honestly, if we're talking true, pure linebackers in this class, Rodriguez and Hill are at the top. Golday is different. I love Golday. Golday's a different animal between these guys. Golday is a guy you can move around and do a lot of things, kind of like the poor man's version of what Sonny Styles kind of you can do, that length and move around, in space. I don't put them in the same group. We'll talk about Golday next. But, man, it's Rodriguez and Hill at the top. Rodriguez, to me, just sees it faster. He's always a step ahead. And the production backs it up. And then Hill, it's the juice, man. There's more range. There's more pass rush ability, more ways to impact the game. So, yeah, I know it might not be the consensus, but look, maybe I was right about Schlesinger. Maybe I can do it again 2 years in a row. I don't know. Yeah, so that's just a little not breaking news, but like to give you a preview is Allen's not the number two guy behind for me. And I don't know if that's earth-shattering, but it's just kind of the way I feel. And I got to be honest with you guys. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right. So definitely a GOAT. Yeah, Zach's a GOAT, man. He's my favorite player to ever watch. All right. Golday. Do you want to start with Golday? You want me to start? How do you want to do it?
No, you start. I'll provide some color when you're done.
So a little color commentary. So Golday, he's one of those guys that's interesting. Started out at Central Arkansas, no stars, no hype, worked his way up to Cincy, made the jump in the Big 12, and you see 6'4.5", 239, moves well. That's what just stands out when you look at him. Good-looking kid, looks the part. Best fit, will linebacker in a 4-3. Just let him run, let Hafley use him, use that range. Chase plays down. What really makes him interesting, though, Jason, is the edge background. 585 snaps out off the edge. You can see how comfortable he is when he's kind of asked to do that and get to the quarterback. The sack numbers aren't huge, but you see the flashes with the length and stuff. So you can show he can handle multiple roles. The versatility we talked about Hafley likes with the guy they just signed, the hybrids. Honestly, he feels like the type of player the Dolphins and Green Bay would love in their toolkit, to be honest. So he can move around, disguise them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins and Green Bay are on this kid. And he's a top 50, 60 player. Probably got to take him at 43, Sarny.
It's funny you say that. I've seen comps to Quay Walker.
Okay.
Which would fit into exactly what you just said about Green Bay and the Dolphins probably liking him. So, yeah, like this kid a lot. I like the size, the athleticism, and the sideline-to-sideline speed is definitely there. So definitely in play as a top 50 pick. And if you lose a guy like a Jordyn Brooks, he's a guy who
he's interesting.
He's very interesting.
He can get to because of his length. He's longer than these guys. He's got that 6'4.5", almost 6'5", 240. So you could see here. Do you see the comparison? I don't see as much AJ Hawk there, but it's interesting.
Nah,
I don't see it. I don't see AJ. It doesn't. I have to think about that one a little bit. I haven't really thought about it, but like when you tell me, it doesn't click. It's no.
Interesting on the Gink 2.0. I don't know that I
Yeah.
see that. I mean, similar, very similar in size. I think Gink's more of that kind of edge on the outside kind of guy who, relentless motor. I don't know if Golday has that in him. But
Golday's got a good motor. Gink is like Gink's actually a good example. We talked about Sam linebacker, kind of plays over the tight end. Gink is a rare guy. You know what I mean? He's just a rare guy. Like who if Golday, I'm trying to think. If Golday, if you're kind of like really, really dreaming on him, you're looking at maybe a little bit of Luke Kuechly. A little bit. You know what I mean? If you're dreaming, right? Different player, dreaming. He's interesting. It's not really because he's a rare kind of. It's hard to compare a guy like him actually. Because he's different. I'm thinking Jack Campbell came out. Jack Campbell's more Mike, linebacker. But I'm thinking those guys who came out, and but it's interesting. My dual gauge. But that's it. I love the comps. I love to hear them. I love for you guys to keep throwing them out. We love it. All right, move on to the next guy, Sonny.
Yeah.
Josiah Trotter, dreaming. He's that pretty. He is good looking, Lo-Fi. I will say that. He wouldn't hurt. He'd be easy to sell jerseys. All right, Josiah Trotter. We talked about Mike. This is your Mike.
Yeah, he's a run stopper.
Thumper. Downhill thumper. Great bloodlines. His father and his brother play in the NFL. His brother plays with the Eagles. Is he still with the Eagles?
Jeremiah, his father definitely played for the Eagles.
But didn't the Eagles draft his brother?
I think so. Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know if he's still there.
Junior.
Yeah, knockback power. Physical, stands out most. When I watched him, he has a really good ability to kind of nifty and slice through like the blockers on the second level. You see it immediately. Like there's a talent there to kind of avoid and kind of find his way through the traffic and meet the running back in the hole. Probably a 2-down linebacker, but look, man, he's going to make an impact in the run game right away. I actually think he's a top 75 player in this draft. I don't know if if you filled everything else up and you traded Brooks and you're at 75 or 87, you could do worse than Josiah Trotter. I could say that, Jason.
Oh, no, absolutely run stopper. Maybe a little issue in coverage game, but his calling card is definitely the run stopping.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could be as good as his father was.
His father was maybe better than his brother. Maybe better than his brother.
Yes, but I mean, look, I don't know if I could put an all-pro Pro Bowl.
Yeah, his father was something else, but he brings that attitude. I'll tell you that. He's a 2-down guy though. He's not. He's going to be right away a little bit of liability in coverage, but he's going to help your run game immediately. And look, the bottom line is you got to stop the run in this league, and he'd help that. So, all right, Kyle Lewis. We mentioned Kyle.
Interesting player. Interesting.
You want to go with Kyle?
I think he fits Hafley's hybrid love. Is he a linebacker? Is he a safety? Right in that kind of mold. And I think he's that sweet spot in pick 75. That could be in play for the Dolphins. But I think a coach like Hafley would love a guy like Kyle Lewis. And he's been having a very good process of scouting as well the last couple of weeks and months.
Yeah. Oh, he's been he's kind of like we mentioned the guy they signed today. Weak side linebacker,
safety background.
Yeah, you wonder if he's going to hold up.
Safety.
You wonder if he's going to hold up with the strength, but he closes fast on guys. That shows up. He triggers.
Great athletic
production. Yeah. Can line up, you said it, Jason, in different spots, which is huge, especially now we can kind of see what Hafley likes. Feels like a Hafley. I wrote down feels like a type of piece Coach Hafley would really like. So yeah, you're on to that, especially if you're playing a lot of that nickel. But you got to keep it clean in front of him. You need those Tim Bowens and Daryl Gardners. He's the type of guy you got to keep him clean in front of him. Not perfect. He'll be in that third round range between those picks 75 and 94. He might go somewhere in there, maybe even slide. I could see him sliding with the slides in the early day 4, but you see him around that range, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much past 75, maybe 80, 85 max. But he's the guy, if someone loves him, can go up in the 60s and get him, maybe late second round. So, I'd say maybe let's call it 60 to 78.
All right, let's go quickly through these guys so we can get to the draft.
Yeah.
Last one of the player cards, Deontay Lawson. Lawson, man, quickly, he's one of these guys, another Mike linebacker trade, but probably he's a two-time captain at Alabama. I think one of the only ones, few, to be a two-time captain there. Really good in the run game. Honestly, probably be a will at the next level. I don't know if I see him as a middle linebacker in the NFL level, but he's got the athleticism, speed. He's durable, reliable. Just a really good Alabama linebacker.
Yeah, no, good long guy. Definitely good against the run. You can blitz too. So yeah, I mean, he's probably looking 90 to 100 range. The Dolphins have a couple of those 90 overall picks. 90, where are they at? 92, 94?
94.
Or 90 and 94.
90,
yeah,
94.
So I'm thinking about a trade that we could maybe do there. I'm thinking of those numbers. But yeah, in the 90 range.
So here we go here. Quickly, the best of the rest. I know everybody was talking about some guys, York. All these guys are really good. Perkins a great athlete. All these guys but I want to talk about a guy that might go in day 3. And I just have a strong, because when you look at him, I mentioned the athletic thresholds. I did that whole thing. And this guy just spit out of the machine. Started at Weber State, was productive, transferred to BYU. Weird build, 6'1", but 246. He's a blitzing linebacker. He played in the edge a lot. Finished his career between those two colleges with 30+ sacks and over 120 pressures. So that's kind of rare. As a blitzer, he's got a good feel for it. I just feel he's a Green Bay type guy, and I think he's got the athletic and physical thresholds they look for. His play style fits in their front. So I'm just saying, keep an eye on this guy with the Miami Dolphins, and he might go higher than you think. That's Jack Kelly. But York, Jefferson, all these guys are really good players, early day three guys.
Kelly, major athlete, ranked 86th in athleticism score, which was 3rd at the combine amongst linebackers. So, yeah, this is an interesting day 3 guy for sure. Definitely in that Green Bay mold from what we've seen.
Yeah. So, yeah. And Barton, Perkins, all these guys, really, it's a deep class. You can get one of these guys round 4, round 5. All right. So let's get back here. What do you say, Sarni? Everybody ready? You ready to put this mock draft together?
It's mock draft time.
It's mock draft time. So let me set everything up. Let's get. We're always live, so hopefully no mistakes here on the mock draft. All right.
Now we're gonna throw a wrench in early. We're gonna throw
a wrench.
A new wrinkle.
I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready here.
We're gonna do a new wrinkle.
All right. So everybody, make sure you thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And we're about to hit the mock draft. So we talked about all these guys. Let's start mocking them. All right. So let me go here. Mock, share screen. Okay. All right. We always love that screen. Always looks nice. Table set up, flipping tables.
I love it.
Okay, hold on. Let me set up this here. All right. So we got everything set. 7 normal consensus. Enter draft. That's right? Normal. Yeah. All right.
Well, yep, normal. You're good.
All right, we're pausing the draft because we got a couple.
We're pausing already.
We're pausing already. We're doing a wrinkle in it. All right. So we've been everybody's talking about Brooks to the Cowboys, right, Jason?
Correct.
So we kind of been on the phone with a couple teams. The Cowboys, one of them, but also we've been on the phone with another linebacker, Mr. Dan Morgan of the Carolina Panthers, talking behind the scenes, right? Nobody's really talking about. So we have a couple options. We think we might like the Carolina option here. It makes sense for what we're trying to do. So, we know the draft's real sweet spot here is 40-60, right? We have that pick 43, Jason. We don't pick those 75. But Brooks alone ain't getting you there.
Correct.
He ain't getting, unless you trade HN.
We got to be realistic here with what we're doing.
Yeah.
We got to be real, or at least try.
So we're gonna call up Carolina. We'll see if we can get into that 50 range. They got 51. They need a linebacker, and what other better than former great Dan Campbell, the linebacker for the Hurricanes and Carolina Panthers. They're looking for a linebacker. So what do you say we call them up, Sonny? Let's get on the phone. Pre-draft deal here. We're gonna call up Carolina. Jason, you take a look at the chat, all right? See what they're saying while I'm doing this. We're gonna call up Carolina. We're going to offer them Jordyn Brooks. Okay.
This is also, listen, we're doing this on the pause because we're not thinking that this is an April situation. This is like soon.
Yeah,
You know,
this is gonna happen like next week.
This is
Yeah,
before the
Yeah.
draft. This isn't during draft weekend, so that's why we paused it right
at
now.
the beginning.
Yeah.
So we can get clean. All right. So we're gonna offer pick care. They have 51. We're gonna offer him Brooks. Right.
And we know
So
that's not enough.
not gonna happen. They're not gonna take 51 for Jordyn Brooks. So will they take 130? No, if we add that 94, they will. Okay.
But we're not just going to accept that.
We're not.
We're
Will
going
you
to
give
ask
me
for something
119?
No.
158.
Maybe.
They will give us 51. We're gonna move up from 94 to 51. That's a big jump in that sweet spot in this draft. And we're gonna actually get an extra pick at 158, and we're gonna give them Jordyn Brooks in 94.
And it comes with a $2.5 million salary cap savings as well.
Yeah. What are your guys pre-trade? Let's go. Offer a third or a fourth with Brooks.
Well, that's basically what we're doing.
Yeah. We offer the third.
We're moving up from. We want to move up significantly because, like, while 94 is nice, 87 and 90 is there for. But we want between 43 and 75.
Yeah.
We want the player that we would hopefully be able to get at 51 could be his replacement, could be a defensive back, could be an edge. It's exactly what we would want to do without having to move out of the 11 spot to get an extra pick. Because as our guest Jamie Eisner a couple of days ago said, someone's falling. Let's do this trade. And obviously, if they don't like the 158 and move down, we're gonna use this framework.
Look, he has an affinity for linebacker Dan Campbell. Let's get on the phone. Let's make this deal. 51, 158. It works. We get in that sweet spot of the draft that we like. I talk about 35 to 60.
This would be a win. This would be a win. Additional pick.
Yeah. So
right in the sweet spot, cap savings.
Yeah, and we get more value.
They might reject this one, but we want to get that extra pick.
Trade accepted. I have a good relationship with Dan Campbell.
Morgan.
Yeah.
You're thinking Dolphins.
All right, let's go. Let's start the
draft.
Let's
pretend this happened like April 8th.
Let's look at our picks. Right? Actually, let's look at our picks now.
So now look at that. Look at how sweet that is right now.
Look at this right here. This is money. This is going to be a good player. All right, let's start the draft.
All right, who's going to fall? Caleb down goes to the Jets. My God.
Come on, give us something.
Who's going to fall? Sonny Styles is going to fall.
Oh! That would have been an unbelievable deal.
How about that? Okay.
All right.
Now, I don't want to trade out of this pick per se, but it's, and I want to try to,
all right. So
differentiate a little bit.
That'd be tremendous if we were able to get
that would have been great.
In the linebacker show.
Imagine that. That would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect.
We have to consider Mansour Delane here, George.
So looking at the board, right? Mansour probably is going to be a top 7-8 player for me. There's not many clean players. He worked out tremendously. To me, he's the one that stands out. You could go offensive line, but if we're talking the best player on the board, it's probably Mansour Delane. I agree with their rankings.
It is. He's the best player available.
I would trade down. I would entertain if the board felt like this.
Let's see the offers. Let's entertain. There's one offer, and this is, you know what? It's for a Dallas. I understand it's one pick back, and that second, it's nice, but that would be nicer.
Would you take 92?
I mean, to trade, they're going to draft Delane here. So the question is, that's what I think. Yeah. The question is, are you signing off on passing on Delane? Like that's what's a little bothersome. I know he's not exactly the mold, and I've been saying it. Like I want a little more height with the cornerback, but he is so good. But if you want to do that Dallas trade,
I mean, we recoup our pick we gave up in the Jordyn Brooks trade.
I'm not opposed to it.
So the question is, you're right. You're right.
I want to get crazy.
I think Delane's out of all these guys the cleanest, right? Safest.
Right.
Probably the best player. So if we go down one more spot, keep 92. Are we taking Ione? Are we you know what I mean? Is that the guy or Fano at offensive tackle? I'm trying to look.
I would take, if we're going down to 12, we made the previous deal. I would still take Vega Ioane. Like that's I don't care about.
It's between the two. I think Fanu gets lost here, but like I agree, it's between those two offenses. I think Fanu's getting way taking a lot of heat that he shouldn't. It's going to settle down when the actual draft comes out. But I agree with you. I'd be between if Tyson didn't have the history, I'd be between the two offensive linemen. That's the question. Do we want to get the extra 92? Honestly, I think, you know what? We can get 92. Maybe we just take the player. You know what I mean? He's cleaner. You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing is, are you saying take Delane?
Like if it's an argument here, right? It's an argument, and somebody brings up take Freeling. That's
then
another guy.
There's a little bit of an issue, not an issue.
Yeah,
but
Freeling can play the right side. But yeah, Freeling. Even me who love him, a little bit too many red flags for me to take him this high.
To tell you the truth, because there was that loan offer. If you want to take the offer,
I countered their offer. They wanted a 2027. Yeah, that second in 2027 is good, but for this sake, we're gonna play with it in this draft. It makes it funner.
Send it back. See if they accept that.
So I would do this, and I probably lean Ione here.
I would go Ioane.
Ioane. Sorry,
Ioane. That's who I want. I mean, I like Delane a lot, but I also like.
Yeah, and I like the corners later on, and I like the corners later on. I like the corners later on. Let me call them up, see if we can counter.
Yeah.
I don't. All right, so for one spot, 92 is fair.
That's beautiful.
Let's do the deal.
They're gonna probably take the lane.
Yeah. All right. Trade accepted. Yeah. They took it.
That's fine.
So now
I'm getting the best offensive.
Let's get inside. We're going inside the guard though. We're not going to tackle.
Desperately need.
Yeah, probably the best.
Need that.
We're getting the best guard in the draft.
100%.
I think. Yeah. So I agree with you. Freeling if we need to tackle. Fano if we need to tackle. I think Fano might end up graded out higher a little bit, but for the fit, I think
you want to create a nastiness. You want to create a nastiness. You want a pass protector who can help out in the run.
Let's go Vega.
Vega's the pick here, and we've done this a lot.
Yeah.
But this is just fantastic.
We love talking about it. We love talking about it. All right.
And look, I truly believe that this is a build from the inside out regime, and that's they want size, they want tenacity, they want. Zion went. That sucks.
Oh man, we're getting sniped here.
But TJ Parker's here.
Not a fan.
And
everybody's gonna tell me CJ Allen here.
Well, move down a little bit because there's an opportunity to do something crazy now.
Yeah, this could be fun.
Solidify a whole side.
They did work him out. Oh, they changed their thing up here. Nice.
They did.
Nice.
They did work out Caden McDonald.
Yeah. You want to go true inside out? He's a big boy.
That's not bad.
People are talking about TJ Parker. Bad. I like another guy. I know. What is the chat saying?
Well, I think people are all right with Vega.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, this is the war room.
We want your.
I'm telling you right now, Robert. I like that. I like that.
Robert. I don't mind it.
A couple of drafts ago, you didn't let me have a Hanachor, but I understand that Miller would be. I know. No, my mistake. Last week I mixed up Miller and Freeling on the right and left side. But Miller's a right tackle.
Yeah.
This offense gives you an opportunity to fix your offensive line almost immediately.
You know what? This is interesting, too, because we've done a lot of scenarios, but not quite for some reason like we landed here.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this one's like Caden McDonald is a monster in the middle. CJ Allen, okay, the thing is, I like the other linebackers better.
I'm going to pitch something here.
You want TJ Parker? If you
I'm interested in Caden McDonald. I'm interested.
I'm not against it, bro.
There can be a tackle taken in one of those next 2 or 3.
Let me see where we're at.
Because remember, there's a lot.
Or not. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, you're dropping off after Hanachor goes, and you'd have to think of like.
I mean, we have I guess Austin Jackson would be the starting right tackle. That's the issue.
You move him in. I mean,
or either one.
Also not reliable.
Either one. Yeah. Again,
this is Austin an interesting Jackson. Full.
Yeah.
I mean, this is value on McDonald right now. This is value.
Oh yeah, he's my.
This is
This is why I'm passing up Parker because of this guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Jackus,
But I don't know if
Jackus
he'll
is
be
the guy. I wanted Jackus last year before he said he was going back to school.
Yeah. All right. Let me get back here. Look, you read the chat so I can concentrate here.
I'm interested in Caden
Let's look at the
McDonald
board
right now.
All right, let's look at the board. Okay, let me think. We got our big guard. I know we have big defensive tackles, right? But does it make sense to go McDonald after we went Kenneth Grant last year? He's got a guy that Tyleek Williams to his game. I'm looking at this here, and I
like McDonald's here.
I'm down to McDonald and Miller, either fixing the line on the right side completely. We got a whole new line. We've completely finished it. I know you said a Honachor. If you wanted to do a Honachor, I can do a Honachor.
I'd be fine with Miller here. I
can do a Honachor too. I love a Honachor. He's going to be, spoiler alert, ranked right about here for me in first round range. So you want to do a Honachor? I just think Blake's more right now, but we will have that argument for days. But if you sold me
gun to head, if I literally had a gun to my head on who I think will have a better career, because we have not seen, I think, even close to the ceiling of Max Honachor. I think there's still a lot of raw development in there. And I do think within 3 years, he could be a Pro Bowl type player. I'm not saying that's not.
But if I was betting on to play it safe on who would be a better career, I'd probably just go Miller because it's safer.
You're 100%
you know what I mean?
right.
I get what you mean. So look, we're down to the tackle or we're down to McDonald, right? That's what we're down to.
I think that there's massive value in McDonald right now. And I do think that there's a chance at 43 a Honachor slides in there. And there's also a couple of tackles that I like.
It's intriguing to fix that right side, though. I'll be honest. It is intriguing.
If you want to go Miller. All right, chat, help us out. Give me a couple of Max or Millers right now. Max or Millers. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
I'm leaning a little off McDaniel here. Wow, I like Katie
on the 3 M's right now. Max Miller, McDonald. Max Miller, McDonald.
Max Miller. Which M do you guys? Which end? I go Miller just because I think he can play right away.
Go Miller. I think I've seen more Millers in the chat, and I'm fine with it.
But I just want to know, Jason's not wrong about a Honachor. The upside is real.
I think the upside on a Honachor is huge, real. But the intrigue of Caden McDonald is real as well. Because he could move a little bit. I mean, you have versatility there.
Parker. I'm just not. I don't love Parker.
This is good.
I love it, man. Shout out to everybody.
I mean, look, as much as I love like a nose tackle like a Jordan Phillips, is he better than potentially Caden McDonald? No, like
Grant is. I mean, look, they can move off Sealer. 30 needs to be a starter.
You know what? Let's be a little different. Let's take care of the offensive side and the defensive side of the trench. Remember, we got two other.
I say let's fix the right side. Let's fix the right side of the offensive line. Let's just fix it. Or do you know what I mean? Let's fix it.
Just fix the right side.
But you were going for McDonald?
I mean, can we find a very startable nose tackle, kind of defensive line anchor type?
A Daryl Jackson, a Dominic Orange. Parker's getting taken to the top. I know. I'm just Jason. Sell me on TJ Parker if you feel it. I don't feel it.
I like edge rushers a little later. So I could be all right with that. I could be all right.
All right.
With passing on Parker. I just think that there's huge value at 30 to get a guy like a Caden McDaniel right now. That's my only problem. And to have like a starting nose tackle just plug that defensive line. This is interesting to me. I don't want to trade out. Like I see, sorry, Lo-Fi. We got to make a pick here because there's value all over here. There's 4 or 5 different players that would be terrific.
Yeah, I guess I don't see as much of a gap. Like I don't know if I have McDaniel over Miller at all. I like McDonald. You know what I mean? I don't know if
I don't think there's much McDonald. I kind of do, just to be a little different. And I think we're still going to be able to take care of our needs.
Tough decision.
It is.
I Simpson.
Oof.
I'd fix the right side. I like Caden McDaniel, but I don't know if when I do my rankings that he's going to be better than Miller on him. But
It's not only about that. It's about what can we maybe get a little bit later down the line.
Oh,
You know
you're not.
what I mean?
I mean, there's not a tackle.
I think at 43,
you're not getting a starting right tackle down the line unless
at 43. I think you might.
I told you we got to get edge at 4. All right. So we'll do it different. We always take Blake Miller. You want to pull? We need to take it, but they're split, man. They're split.
It really is. If we're going to ask about, if we're asking about 3
Nobody
players,
saying McDonald's a different maker.
I would say let's be
different. Let's
prove that we're building the trenches on both sides.
Yeah. Let's be different.
Let's go with McDonald. Let's go with McDonald.
Let's be different. We'll go with McDonald. We always do Blake Miller, so let's be different. Even though probably go Miller, but
I'm telling you, we're gonna be able to find a right tackle in the next 2 picks. I'm telling you right now. So far, all right. Ahanacho is gonna. If I can get me some Max Ahanacho at 43, I'm gonna be a bit. Said it too early.
All right. So
okay,
it's all right. I'm still fine.
It's totally all right.
Still fine. All right. I understand what you were. We did something different. I understand where you're going there. It's fine. You know what I mean?
We have to consider secondary or edge.
Hold on. We got guard, tack. We went the line of scrimmage. You got McDonald and Vega, right? And we have interest in McDonald. So guys, don't. That's a good pick. We have interest in him. So
go on Anthony Hill right now.
So
Anthony Hill would be very intriguing. Jackus would be intriguing.
If I could come away in this draft, next 2 picks. All right, let me look at the whole board. We can do corner later. I'm not. The more I look at this, I know you like Chris.
No. We have names at corner.
Charles Demings, the guy I've been watching more and more, and I love. He's a guy you can even get in the 4th round. If I could come away here, Keontae Scott. If I could come away with Hill Jr. and Jackus, I'd be a home run. Home run.
And there's another pick at 75 coming up where we could address wide receiver or cornerback.
Yeah, I think we go Anthony Hill Jr. here. I think he is the best pure 3-down linebacker in this class. Him and Rodriguez.
It makes a lot of sense. I think Anthony Hill's a home run here.
Yeah, Now we go, and then we got to also look at Halsey too. The next pick
too,
and Keontae Scott. Let's go Hill. I think he's the best. He's over C.J. Allen for me. He's the best 3-down linebacker. Him and Rodriguez. We got Hill. All right, let's see what falls to us here at 51. The pick we acquired.
With Johnson, I can't. You're right, Jordan. You're right. I say the name out loud. I gotta go.
Oh man, we're getting sniped. All right,
AJ Halsey or Jay Jackus right now.
Oh, look at this.
I would go. Oh,
we could have waited to get all those guys, but
honestly, Keontae Scott right now, because you know what? I'll tell you why Keontae Scott. Because we got that trade, we just drafted Hill, we traded Brooks. I mean, the story makes complete sense. Yeah. By trading Brooks, getting the extra pick.
Boy, this 51, I love this.
I love this.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why we want to add here. This is tremendous, man.
But we are playing a risky game if we.
Oh, dude,
you know what? Get Jackus and we'll get the best safety available at 75.
I have to. You know, I said this was my dream scenario. You know what I mean?
Get Jackus. Get Jackus. You want Jackus? Get Jackus.
All right, let me look it all real quick. Yeah. Let's go Jackus here.
All right. Now I want to.
Now we'll be able to
play. We need a defensive back at 75, and then we got to worry
Jacob
about receivers.
Pregnon went.
I'm
not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Don't say any more names.
Oh,
there you are. Yeah.
So we're at pick.
And Hurst went.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So who did we? Here's our picks. We fixed the line. We fixed the defense here. I think we need to look. We need to look corner, wide receiver here. I think
corner, wide receiver for sure. Corner, well, defensive back. So if there's a safety,
he's interesting, man.
He's
still be here.
Yeah.
I know he's not the
prototype,
the burst and the speed, but man, he's really instinctive.
Go to see what cornerbacks are around. Let's see all of them.
Let's go defense, corner.
Let's see all those corners.
Rivers, Muhammad, Lee.
Our guys are there that we
we can wait.
Go to safety. Go to safety.
I might go Zakay Wheatley here.
I was going to say Wheatley is the guy here. Wheatley is the guy, and then we have to worry about receivers big time.
Let's look at the wide receiver first.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Skyler Bell's interesting.
Skyler Bell's interesting.
We might have to snipe Lance next after this. We might have to go 2 receivers out of these next 3.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But we need a receiver. We need a pair of receivers.
So we got 4 picks here. If we can go safety, corner, 2 wide receivers in the next 4, I can live with that. You know what I mean?
And there is gonna, I agree with Jordan, the wide receiver run. So I would get a wide receiver now.
Oh, Wheatley's not going to be there.
Yeah,
he's not going to be there at 87.
Yeah, but we could fall back with Kilgore.
He's not Wheatley.
You know, our 4 safeties going to be drafted in the next 12 picks.
Yeah.
Wide receivers will go.
Bell's good too.
Boom. I like Bell a lot.
Bell or Lance, I'm here.
Lance. You know what? I feel like, for mock draft purposes, we can get Lance at 87, but in realism, I think
gone.
Lance
if I could do Wheatley and Lance, home run.
Do Wheatley at 75 and Lance at 87. I think it's legit. I think you can do it.
Let's take the shot. No?
Take the shot.
Don't say anything, Sonny.
I'm not. I'm worried, but I'm not. Oh, there's one. Watch the Chargers take him.
Ooh,
right, good.
We took the chance and it worked.
Took the chance. Get Lance.
All
Boom.
Right. Where's Lance? Ooh.
Oh, I know the name you just
I see what you're looking at.
Maybe.
Let's take Lance here, then maybe we can double up.
Take Lance. All right, go. Let's just look at our haul right yet. Look at our haul right now.
Crazy having still. All right, we built the line of scrimmage both sides. We took the linebacker. We got Yakis the edge.
We need a cornerback. Now we need to go a cornerback.
Yeah, we got to go corner here. Now we got a bunch of guys we like.
Yeah, I would.
Man, I know he's a hell of a value.
Yeah. Yep.
He's 5'10" though.
I don't like. I
like him as a player. I like him more inside.
I like Willie. I like Julian Neal. I like Devin Moore.
I like Moore. Honestly, it's weird. The lead Neal Moore.
Go to the tackles. Go to the offensive tackles right now.
This guy right here. Good player.
Go to the offensive tackles. Ooh, I like Demetrius Crownover, by the way. And Caleb Tiernan. Get Caleb Tiernan.
Sarny, this is the Blake Miller. We can make up for that. Blake Miller.
All right, that's fine. I have no problem with Caleb Tiernan. I'm slurring my words. That's fine, but we have to go cornerback at 92.
What is the chat saying?
Have to.
Turn. Yeah, I go. They want DDS. They want. Somebody says turn in Takario Davis. I like Shelton later also. Yeah, I like Drew Shelton. Josiah, we already took Anthony Hill Jr. I know Josiah Trotta's still there, but they're saying we traded a linebacker. But I like Trotter. We already got our guy.
What would be interesting here is if you get DDS too at 90.
All right, we still have a few minutes on the clock. Okay, let me reset. Here are our picks: Vega, Kaden McDonald, Anthony Hill Jr., Jackus Wheatley. Half these
we got 2 picks in the next 2 picks. Next 3 picks.
Yeah, 1, 2. So we got 2, mostly defense here. But that's where the value.
Still need a corner. Still need a corner. That's 1,000%.
I know people are gonna get mad at me because they probably want somebody else, but man, he's really good.
He is.
6'8", 3. Look at the vertical. I love offensive linemen. The one thing Jonah taught me is lower body explosion on the vertical. 35 and a half.
Okay.
6'8", 323.
Arm length is a little light. My guy Demetrius Crownover.
That's the question with him.
Look at Demetrius Crownover. This guy's.
I seen him. He's got 34. He's got 35-inch arms. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I like Isaiah World too. If you're looking for a huge, just a massive specimen too.
The thing with Turnin is, is he going to move inside? I think he's just such a good player. He's a lot. Remember Cooper Beebe? Like people talked about him. This guy just finds the way to get it done. You know what I mean? But Turnin a great player, doubling up at edge. Do you want to get your guy? Do you want to double up on edge?
I don't think that we need to. I know he's my guy. I don't want to be like that. You know? But I do think that we still need to. We still need to get another receiver. What receivers are available? I like Jacoby Lane.
We can get somebody like this in the. We remember we got
right.
people. Yeah.
What cornerbacks are around?
Justin Jolly.
We
This is a
wait
weird
a little bit on
spot.
the tight end.
We haven't had the board fall like this in a while. Abney's just sitting there, but I don't know how he's still sitting there. But I don't like the size.
We can double up on corner right now too with these two picks.
Yeah, we can.
I really like Julian Neal, to tell you the truth. So
I'd be between Moore and Neal actually.
I like Neal.
I'm fine with that. I like Neal too.
Better. I would go Neal right now. I'd be very happy with Neal.
All right, so let's see. We're gonna Sutton, Turnin. I like Turnin. I think he has a shot. The only thing, like you mentioned, is the arm length with him. I just don't know if he's going to move into guard.
6'7" guard.
And he's 6'8". That's why I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, because his tape is top 75, top 60, you know? Let's go to the corner. We need corner. Let's go Julian Neal here. You agree? Neal?
I mean, why is Abney just sitting there? He's short.
Oh, I like Abney. I just don't know if he fits the profile. You know? You're talking about who's going to go first? It's going to be Keith Abney, probably.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But you're right. The profile is big there.
Profiles, that's what I don't know yet. He's undersized. He's 5'10". He's 187 pounds.
Scroll a little bit down. Let me see the couple of names after Tiernan.
You want to look
Ed
at
Hurst was gone. He was gone early.
Yeah.
He went early. Nah,
it's testing.
I'm off Abney right now.
He didn't test. Yeah. Sutton, Turnin. I know you like Crownover.
I like Crownover a lot. I do. I have.
He's got the long arms.
Yeah, I do.
I
mean, I like another edge a little bit later to get a little bit of a differentiation than just like a standard pass rusher. I like a run stopping edge, a guy who could set the edge. We'll talk about that in 3 or 4 picks. This is a tough one because this is a new territory that we've been.
Yeah, this is a new territory. This is the first time this is why I like it, actually, though. You know what I mean?
I like it, but it's like a good dilemma. It's like a tough dilemma.
Because, like, you can make an argument for Turnin or the athletic upside over Crownover. You can make the 2 corners. You know what I mean? There's so many different. I say we probably got to go corner here.
I would agree. What I mean? Let's go with Neal. Go with Neal.
Let's go with corner.
Go with Neal. Go with Neal.
No, we don't need
that.
I'll tell you, man.
Click on the cornerback.
Now that we got the big corner, like Abney might be too good to pass up, and we could put him in the slot. You know what I mean? Like that might be too good to pass up.
Where's Neal? Oh, we already took him. All right, we got him. Good. All right, good.
Yeah, we're on the next pick. All right, let me reset. So our picks: Vega, McDonald, Hill Jr., Jackus, Wheatley, Lance, Neal. Defensive heavy draft, and that's fine. It could work out like that, you know. I would say
you want to go with Tiernan here or Crownover?
Who does the chat like as far as these 2 tackles? They're different. That's the thing.
They are different.
Tiernan's like probably right now the better player. You know what I mean? It's just the arm length is the only thing I have concern, but I love him as a player. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you there.
I love him. And Crownover's a little bit more of a project, but
I want to go with Crownover for the size, and I'm just trying to jump into what they say. I'm not saying that Tiernan is not big at 6'7", you know.
Yeah.
But I think he could be the Austin Jackson replacement. Like I'm snapping a lot tonight.
You know, it's funny. I was looking at him the other day, and the arm length is like is it like the Patrick Paul arm length here with him?
We could probably get a cornerback at.
He's going to go around in this range. You know what? Let's take the shot with the tackle. You want to take a shot with the athletic tackle?
I do.
Project over Abney or Trotter.
But we already got our linebacker.
Yeah, we got our linebacker.
We could do a tight end at 130, 150.
I agree.
You want to take Abney? I mean, I'm not anti.
Yeah.
Look at the other picks that we have too. Scroll down a little bit.
Hold on. The other thing with Abney is
we got that 158.
The other thing with Abney is we got our big corner, so the size is less of a concern for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but we do good points. I mean, Jason Marshall Jr. was a boundary guy who had been worked into the slot and did well Is it well enough to pass up on a slot guy now? Remember, this is a new regime.
You know what though? But the thing with I haven't even played Bounty at Arizona State. He played, but I think in the NFL, I'm looking at more the nickel or slot position.
Yeah, I mean, this does create position flexibility with what the Dolphins currently have.
What? I'm going to stand up here for a second.
What are the wide receivers? Because we do need someone else.
Boy, why are we? This one is all right. Wide receivers.
I like Lane too. I mean, I like Lane. But if you want to get speed, Brendan Thompson is the fastest of the bunch.
Yeah.
But he's a little small.
This is fun. This one is interesting.
This is very fun. I don't think Trotter will be here.
No. We would have took Trotter if we would have took Trotter, get Lane.
Tell you the truth.
We got Lane, or didn't we?
No, we got Lance.
Yeah.
I like Lance and Lane. Lance and Lane. That could be good. That could be good.
If you want to do that, I'm fine with that.
Why don't we do that?
We can do. I always like to look when I see guys. Remember, and this is not our rankings. I like Adley as a player, but I'm projecting. You're gonna have to project him inside. Turning as an offensive tackle is pretty good, man. I will say, reliable. Okay, both sides. It's the arm length. If it works, he's a steal here. Cronover's the athletic project upside. But you want to go wide receiver? We can do that.
I would be fine with it.
That's fine. We can do that.
Yep. All right. Let's see how this falls. Crown. Wow, to the Patriots. Oh shit. And to the Eagles, of course. Your boy Jalen Farmer goes, but DDS to the Ray. Oh, that fits.
He went pretty far, though. He's not going to go that far.
He's not going to go that far.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with these mock drafts. Yes, we know it's not going to.
And I hope you guys are having fun along with us doing this. You know what I mean? This is like, we
got under a month left. We got under a month left.
This kind of scenario is our first time. We haven't done this trade before, so it kind of messed up our mind here. But
this is why we're doing it.
Yeah, this is why we're doing it live with you guys.
This is why we're doing it.
All right, so let's look at the board. Let's look at our picks.
Reset here. Let's look at all of our picks.
Vega, McDonald, Hill Jr., Jackas, Wheatley, Lance, Neal, Lane. Good draft.
Let's just take a look at the corners. Let's just see the corners.
Ooh.
Dennings. Interesting.
I love him.
I like him a lot.
All right, so let's look at.
If you want height, go back to the corners.
Your corner?
Yeah.
Sicario's there?
No, he's gone. FNS is
Mas-
stock.
Oh, you mean
6'4", I believe.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
I'd go Demings over him, but I get what you mean. His teammate is Sicario Davis.
Yeah.
I'd go. I watched more and more. I was like on the other day. I was watching a few players I wasn't sure about, and he's one of them. And I was like, man, I came away really impressed with Demings. All right, so let's look what we got. Romelio Height, Raritan, the tight end, Demings,
Markel Bell would be an interesting pick as well if we want to take care of tackle. I mean, size.
Yeah. You like him?
At this point, we're talking about not love for project tackle, but at 6.
They worked this guy out. I would go here. I'd actually go Demings here.
Okay. I have no problem with that. And I think we should look at a tight end soon too.
Yeah.
I know we're running out of picks here.
Yeah. What do we got? We got
like 4 picks left.
Remember, we added up. We added 158.
That's right.
That's good.
Maybe we go with tight ends here. Oh. Go Sam Roush.
I just think.
Go Sam Roush.
Over Demings?
Demings could be around at 151, or else we can go with someone else.
He won't get there. I just really like Demings, but
I know.
Who's the tight ends?
We got Raritan or we got Roush. And that's it. I mean, that's really it.
And the corners.
Oh, get Roush here.
There's a little more depth at corner.
Yeah.
I just hate giving this guy up, but yeah.
I know.
You convinced me. You
go get Roush.
Yeah. Romelio Height. Caldwell. Ooh.
You never know, George. You never know, George.
Who was it? Oh, the corner?
You never know. I'm about saying his name.
Don't.
I'm not saying his name.
That's all right. The board's open now. Oh, scribbling. I wanted him too. All right, the board's open.
But we got our receiver.
Yeah. Oh, should we go quarterback?
Oh no. I don't know. Zane Durant too, but we already got a defensive.
Oh, you want to get another linebacker? This boy is a.
And what about your guy Kelly a little bit later?
Okay, we're gonna get Kelly later. Yeah, that's right.
But right now, I want my defensive end.
You want Sapp here?
I want Sapp. I want Tyreek Sapp.
All right. I promise you I give it to you last time.
Thank you. I want my run. I want my run
defender. I wouldn't go here. I like him.
I want my run defender. Actually, you know what? We can wait on him until the next pick. We can get him at 158. I don't want you to go then. Get him at 158. We can get him at 158.
You want to get our quarterback?
I mean,
York's available. There's some good linebackers, man. These guys you talked about. Klein, Kozer.
Wait a second. Wake Forest tackle.
There's a tackle I like, Diego Pounds, in
and Travis Burke around. We can still get Travis Burke.
Carver Willis, we worked out. Travis Burke's rated.
We can get him in the
he's an interesting guy. He's moving up,
I know. We can get him a little bit later.
Oh my God, you want a linebacker tape? Romello, Brooks, where's the tight end? He can play guard, the Wake Forest tackle.
We already got our guard.
All right, so let's go.
Hezekiah Mass isn't bad.
Where's the other guy you like? The big
FNS's.
He's intriguing.
Evacians, my bad.
Yeah.
Butchered his name. I like the size and the speed there with him.
Nobody's looking at Taylor Green. Nobody wants the quarterback. Chad, you don't want the quarterback, right? You don't want to do me a solid.
I mean, with the extra picks that we had, it's not the worst idea in the world, to tell you the truth. It's not the worst idea in the world.
Let's do the quarterback.
Fine. Do the quarterback. But get me Sapp next.
You guys, please, Sapp, don't go. I will never hear the end of it.
You would never hear the end of it.
Okay. Wow, Masses went.
Yep.
All right, let's go get your guy. You want another edge setter?
Yep.
Tyreek Sapp. Got your guy.
From St. Thomas Aquinas. Local boy.
Man,
now we gotta wait. It's
a solid draft all the way around.
I would go with a cornerback and then a tackle. That would be my end here.
I might go with the kid from the 6'4" kid if he gets there, but I don't know if he will.
He won't get there.
We gotta get my guy Jack Kelly.
That's right. We only have 2 more picks left.
Sawyer Robinson.
That's funny retiring. That's funny.
What do you say? What do you say?
The day BPAON died. I don't know. We're doing it different this time because of that.
Well, no, Sonny killed that at 30. He did it to himself.
I did it I shot myself in the foot.
But I like that because he's starting to come on my side a little bit.
We're differentiating a little bit.
We're rubbing off on each other too much.
We're diversifying.
I'll tell you, that pick at 50 threw everything off for me.
We're diversifying. Let me see the corners that are available just to get prepared because we're up.
Oh,
Tariano Pride Jr., the Dolphins met with virtually.
And he's fast, man. He's small, though.
I would just take him.
He's small, but he's fast. You know what I mean?
Dolphins met with him. There's an interest there. And now let's see if we can get our guy Burke or Kelly.
Oh, they took
Kelly's
Kelly,
gone.
didn't they? Where'd they take Kelly? Hey, they're starting to catch on to the Kelly thing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're up.
Go to tackle. Let's
see. Offensive tackle. Let's go. I like Pounds a lot.
Over Burke?
6'6", 3'4". I don't know if he's a scheme fit, but he's got big upside, man. Burke, they also met with Carver Willis.
Okay. Let me see I would get whatever tackle you feel more comfortable with, I'm fine with. But that would be, if you want to go Travis Burke, I mean, this is far down the line. He could be. I mean, we have one pick. Left.
Let's see who's available.
Yeah.
We don't.
Want to go with your guy, Pounds?
He's not the cleanest scheme fit. That's the only thing, but let's go with Diego Pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's big upside. He's not the cleanest scheme fit, I'll be honest, but the Burke guy's interesting. But we'll go with Pounds.
Yeah. Potential swing tackle.
Man, I'm sweating.
That was a fun one. This was a fun one.
It's a virus, and Jason, you got a fever. What does that mean, Retiring?
Mark Cowbell. It's a.
What does that mean, Retiring?
It's Cowbell. It's an SNL reference to the.
Oh, is that because of the BPA?
Cowbell. Yeah, I think
we could have had Blake Blair. Now we're shopping in the 7th. Nah, we got our offensive line. We wanted to be a little different on this one.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Here's the draft. We traded Jordyn Brooks away. We got Vega, Caden McDonald. We went with the big inside interior defensive tackle. We got Anthony Hill Jr., our linebacker, who's to me maybe him and Rodriguez the best 3-down pure linebacker in this draft. Over.
It was a good replacement for Brooks.
Gabe Yakas, physical, bull in a China shop edge.
Pass,
set the edge.
Rusher.
Yes. Get you 8 sacks, 9 sacks, and be elite against the run. Zakay Wheatley, look what he gave up in the pass game and his size. He's one of the few safeties with size in this class. We went with the speed and Bryce Lance. Julian Neal, the big corner. We doubled up a receiver, got another big receiver, got our tight end, got our developmental quarterback. Jason got the guy he likes, the Tyreek Sapp, another edge to complement. And then the fast corner who the Dolphins met with, then a big developmental offensive tackle. Overall, good draft, Sonny. I go B+.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the A-. I like
A-. We'll go A-.
I'll go with an A-. This was a nice triple. I'm not gonna call it a home run. We might have passed on some things. I get it.
Yeah, the safety's good. Yeah, he's good too. I agree with you. B. We got a B. We got a B. There's going to be more. Don't worry.
We're gonna critique ourselves, and we're not gonna call every draft that we do the greatest from sliced bread. You know, we've liked some drafts, we've loved some drafts. This was a fun draft.
This is an exercise.
This was a fun draft, and really I think that we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 starters, like TJ 6 Parker. Or 7 starters. Right?
Karen, you love TJ Parker. I'm not as high on him. We'll see. Maybe you're right. You know what I mean? With TJ Parker, but give me Yakas at 51 over Parker in the at 30. I'll take that all day. Immediate.
That's Nick, what we wanted to do. That's what we wanted to do.
That's probably be down in the down year. He had 5 sacks, and in a down. I like TJ Parker. And part of it could be some helmet Scotto and Clemson edges. I don't love them. You know what I mean? That's part of it. But when I watch him, I don't see, I guess, what everybody else sees in him. I see a good player, but not somebody I'm like drooling over. I got to go pick at 24, 23, or 30. If they took him, I'd be fine with it. But I like some of the other edges, just the physicality they bring a little bit more than I like Parker. But hey, I hear you. I'm in the minority on Parker. You're in the majority, so I understand it. But the part of it is we stand on our word. We do our scouting, and I give you my opinions. I told you what to think of these linebackers. We want to do a little different and get physical in this draft. We got to keep it interesting. We're going to do a bunch more before the draft, so we got to keep it interesting. And more importantly, you guys in the chat, you're in the war room with us. We love it. Comment after the video. What did you think of it? What would you have done different? And thank you, Retiring, Nick, everybody in the chat. You guys are always not only on Twitter, but on here supporting 100%. Us. And we couldn't appreciate it more. We really do. It's unbelievable.
Jeff Hafley has to like the
Hafley loves this draft.
I mean, this is
Hafley's
look at the front 7 that we helped with.
He's grabbing Sully and giving him a big kiss on the cheek. Hey, no need to pause. It's a fun draft. And we got to admit, 50, we threw us out. We had to change our philosophy. But we didn't, we don't do it prior to this. We want to do it live in front of you guys. So let's go, guys. Shout out.
And we have Top Jordan doing great. We love
I hope you're doing good, man. Feeling better.
100%.
Thank you for popping in on the show. We appreciate it. Thanks for everybody.
We got 5 names that we really never drafted before.
I like
Donald, new name, Hill, a new name. Yakas, we've always wanted to get.
Anthony Hill Jr. is a stud.
Yeah. I mean, look, if we're going to trade Derek Brooks, this draft, we're going to address the loss in the top 3 picks. So for that regard, I'm happy about. And look at what we got with the trade. We got a pass rusher in Gabe and the extra pick. We actually got 2 edges. We got 2. So basically, trading Brooks got us Hill, Gabe Yakis, and Tyreek Sapp.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, we got 158. We got Tyreek Sapp. Yeah,
That
and then we
is
got
something that
Yakis.
I always like.
And we got two. We restarted. We saved money. Restarted the clock at the position. Younger, even faster. Anthony Hill's a 4.51 guy. He's a tremendous dude. I'm telling you, this defense, Wheatley, Yakis, and Anthony Hill Jr. and Caden McDonald. Let me tell you how the closer you get to the middle of the football, they say it in baseball, right? The middle of the diamond, center field, shortstop, catcher, pitcher.
Up the middle.
We got strength up the middle here.
100%.
We want to do it different. Next time, it could be totally different. We're probably not going to do the Jordyn Brooks scenario next time. This was for this show. We were linebackers. So, McDaniel
and going even further with the middle is Wheatley and his ability to be a deep cover guy and have that speed to get back there. And size 6'3", decent enough speed to playing coverage. He's great against the run, too. Very good athlete.
We got three weapons
Julian for Neal, 6'2".
We got three weapons for new toys for Malik Willis.
And protection with Ioane.
Yes.
Legit interior pass.
Ideally, we would have probably liked to add another tackle here somewhere.
Yes.
The board didn't fall. We were considering turning and crown over, but two guys will maybe next time we end up, depending on what happens, pull the trigger because maybe at 11 we get a tackle. So that's
my minus.
Mamigoa. So yeah.
The reason why I gave a minus is the tackle.
Yeah.
The tackle.
But the corners, we didn't want to lose the corners. There was a group of big corners there, and we needed to pull the trigger on one of those guys. All right. But go ahead, Sonny.
Happy, not thrilled. No, I don't want to say not thrilled. I'm happy, not ecstatic. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Happy, not ecstatic.
Happy, not ecstatic.
All of them are not going to be A+, but you guys are with us in the process. We love it. You guys are Finn's faithful, man. You are faithful to us. We appreciate you guys, and I can't wait. This is all building up to less than a month. The NFL draft.
Look at what Jordan's asking for.
Oh!
I mean, look, everything's on the table. Why not?
Jordan, don't tease me with a good time, brother. I'll call up the Seattle Seahawks real quick.
We could have some fun with that. We could have some fun.
Listen, everybody's going to be doing. How many mock drafts you guys seen? They're doing the same thing, lining up.
And we love it. This is the time to do it. This is great.
Not for us, but they're all we're lining up mock drafts, and we think out of the box and do scenarios for you guys that they do and that could happen. And again, we'll have one final mock that's going to say bang the table. Jason and I are going to say this is what they need to do or should.
Tables will be flipped in that mid-April or late April mock. Tables will be going off the wall.
Robert, that's cool, man. I like the suggestion. All right. It's been an hour and 37 minutes. Let's get out of here. We might see you this weekend or Monday, or we don't know yet. We're still working out the schedule. We might have some things lined up. But again, subscribe to the channel. Put on the notifications. That's how you get notified. Doesn't have to, or stay on social media or Finn's Faithful. Follow us or Jason Sarney, and we'll let you guys know what we're up to. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining us. For Jason Sarney and for myself, stay Finn's Faithful, guys. We are out.